Hey everyone, welcome back to Day Trade with Tony. It's Hump Day. Happy Hump Day or Happy Wednesday. Although Wednesday, I finished watching the Netflix series, and Wednesday she was never happy. She's doing sour face on her. Good looking girl, but she's just sour face on her. So Christina Ricci played Wednesday in the series. She never saw a smile. So I don't know about Happy Wednesday, but anyway, I digress. So we've been trading the stock market today, and that's what this channel's all about. It's called Day Trade with Tony for a reason. I am, of course, Tony, and we're all about day trading. When I say day trading, we're really talking about the equities market, so stocks and shares. People ask me when I'm trading live, tell me about a certain Forex pair. We don't trade Forex. We don't trade futures. We don't trade commodities or crypto or anything other than equity. So it's stocks and shares. And today we've had another good green day today. It only takes one stock, but we've traded four today. So we traded CXAI. We traded Petros Pharma or PTPI, both profitably. We traded SAI, so SciTech, and we traded Tesla after hours on earnings. So how did that work for us? So the first trade we took, got us over. Well, actually, I lie. We traded it just after the open, and we got in. It didn't look like it was going to break out, so we got out for a small profit, $50, and then we didn't trade anything. It looked like it was just going to be a no-trade day up until that point, and I walked away $50 up. So as far as I was concerned, I've covered the cost of trading today, and it wasn't great. I had a few technical issues early on. I had an issue with my broker, and well, not so much with the broker, but the software, a couple of other issues. But when I did start trading, I went away, walked the dog, bought some groceries, came back, and then I traded CXAI. It was moving up really nice, very volatile, very volatile. The range was up and down. It was like it was just like a yo-yo. It was the range was huge. So it was kind of nervy and difficult to trade. Not for the faint-hearted. But I managed to make $6,000 on that. A nice move up. It's a good $1.50 move. But with the spreads, taking into account the spreads, and I was kind of between 5 and 10,000 shares, made $6,000. So I didn't get the full move, but you're never going to get the full move. You're never going to either get the first part or the last part. That's just the way it is. So I made $6,000 on that. I traded PTPI. I keep calling it PTPI. It's Petros Pharmaceutical. I traded this a few times. I was up about $1,500 at one stage. And it finished up with, I was up and down with Petros Pharma, and I finished just over $900 on that one. I traded SciTech, SAI is a ticker, SciTech, and we got in that, and we looked for a breakout. We gave it kind of 10 cents. It wasn't going our way, so we got out, and we finished $425 down on that. Then we traded Tesla. After hours for earnings. Tesla it started off the day down on the day, never got green. Then coming into the open, it started to sell off, and it sold off on earnings. And I was kind of a bit surprised, but for the actual revenues, I was kind of surprised because a lot of the earnings, a lot of it was positivity. Earnings per share was good, forecast was good. There's a lot of positivity, but it just sold off. So I went short. I managed to get $1,800 short, just over $1,800 short, and on the bounce, I managed to get another whopping $185 going long on the bounce, because you always get that when it falls. You always get the kind of dead cat bounce, and I tried to trade the bounce, and I got an extra $185. So finishing $8,725. So a good solid green day over goal. I can't ask more than that. I do enjoy the big green days, of course I do, but there's a reason I set a goal of $6,000, and as long as I'm over that goal, it's not only a good green day. Any green day is a good day, but as long as it's over that goal, it's a fantastic day. So let's talk about the trades. So Tesla. Okay, that's not what I traded first. I traded CXAI to start off with. Let's actually let's kind of zoom out and then zoom in, and we'll go back to the start of the day. So as this moved up at the start of the day, this is where we traded it just after the open. It started to make its move up, and I got in here. It started to, it was just wasn't looking like it was going to break out. So as it started, I made a small profit. It kind of moved up, and it wasn't. It just didn't look strong to me. So I got out, and then it sold off. And I was right to get out, obviously, because it subsequently sold off. So we made a small profit, $50. But then we traded it a little bit later, and we made $6,000. So it was here's where we traded it. So we got this move up here, and over $11, we were able to get in and ride this up pretty much all the way up. And it was just a really good trade. It was very volatile. It was swinging up and down. So having the risk and allowing it to do its thing was imperative. Having traded this particular stock over the last couple of days profitably, and knowing how it kind of behaves in terms of both the spreads, but also in terms of volatility, the up and down moves, I was able to just give it a little bit of breathing room and ride that up, and I managed to make $6,000 on this move up here. It was about 4,000 up as we got to the top here, and then it pulled back, got stopped out, and then as it's made new highs here, I got in for the break of 12 and up again, made the rest. So we're ended up $6,000 in total. Could have traded it again here, but I didn't. But I did trade. So I traded PTPI. So that's why I didn't trade CXAI, because I traded PTPI on this move up here, and managed to. I think I got about $1,500 up on this, and then I gave a little bit back a little bit later, so as this started to make its move up here, it just wasn't a great. It wasn't an easy trader. This kind of moved up, and then we got a bit. There's a double bottom here before it then started to move up, then a double top, and then it moved down. So that was the whole PTPI, and I ended up giving back on I think it was on this move here that I gave back a little bit. I traded SAI as well. So double top here, and we moved up here, and then it pulled back, and we got stopped out. So this was just coming into power hour. And we gave it a little bit. So I saw that it was double topping. I was looking for the move up and continuation, but I saw it was double topping, so I was a bit cautious. Put the stop in place, and it hit our stop and stopped us out. So $400 down on that. But then we went into the close, and we hit Tesla. So Tesla, it had a little bit of a move up first. So I'm thinking, okay, that's fine. Bit of a liquidity grab. Then it moved back up again. So I thought, okay, I'll go long. But I went long, just 500 shares, and it sold. So I sold, and I oversold. So I went 1,000 shares short. So sold the 500 shares. I was then 500 shares short, and I was able to short that down, adding to the position on the way down, all the way down to kind of 172, covering the position, and managed to get $1,800 on that. I think it was about $2,000, and then gave a little bit back. Then on the way back up, because I was a little bit red on the long trade up here, I managed to get this trade here to get me green, and managed to finish. Made about $500 on this bounce, the dead cat, as it were. But it finished at 185 because I was already down, because I went long originally, anticipating the move on the earnings. Because, as I said, the earnings weren't too bad, but I anticipated the moves on earnings incorrectly. So going long and then having to go short as it sold off, I was in a little bit of a hole, but then I made that back there. So I finished green across the board trading Tesla. So over $2,000 profitable trading Tesla after earnings. That's a win in my book, and finished the day nicely. We were already over goal after our first main trade, and it just helped me get green, stay green, get to goal, and get out. So tomorrow we do it all again. We look to trade pre-market an hour before the market opens, so 8:30 market time. That's 1:30 where I'm based at 1:30 p.m., not 1:30 a.m. That will be difficult for me. But 1:30 p.m. Here in Ireland, I am of course based in Dublin, so come join me then. I'll just show you quickly a couple of the statistics. I don't have to do this every day. You probably saw them yesterday. We're another $8,000 up, so we're having a good April. We're having a good year. We're doing well. We're considerably ahead of goal for the year. We're tracking well for April. We're slightly ahead for April. So let's just look at the statistics right now. You can see the calendar here. Nice, good, solid green day. We've got over $8,000 in profits today. Small green day yesterday based on the Netflix earnings. So look, I had a poor start to yesterday, and then Netflix came good. Today we had patience. It's probably the best thing to do. I didn't trade anything pre-market, and then when I did trade something, I managed my risk effectively. We got green, and it didn't look like it was going to break out, and I was right. We got the exit indicators or the reversal indicators, so I got out for a small profit, and then just waiting for something to materialize. It just happened to be the same stock, and we were able to get over goal on that one stock. So a good solid green. It only takes that one trade. It only takes that one stock. We've got patience, and we were able to get that one solid green trade. Now we did trade a couple of other things coming into the last couple of hours of the open market. One went for us, one went against us, and then we traded Tesla after hours. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We've got a nice long day of trading tomorrow, so come join me tomorrow. In the meantime, enjoy your evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.